However, progress has been slow for Ukraine, and even the authors of the American strategy concede that the counteroffensive's early stages have not yet produced any quick victories, comparable to the Ukrainian military's one-week recapturing of Kharkiv last autumn. The very first line of Russian defensive lines was breached by Ukrainian troops, who then took back a number of villages. However, some of their most recent Western tanks and artillery have been lost. The vanguard of that main attack force is already making its presence felt, but the majority of the 9 Ukrainian brigades have not yet joined the battle. Ukrainian military commentators and analysts claim that fighting at night has given them an advantage. Bradleys and Leopard tanks supplied by Germany can locate and engage Russian targets in the dark at greater ranges than the Russians, using night vision optics. According to analysts, the disparity is even more pronounced now that Russia seems to be using older, less effective tanks because so many of its more modern, advanced versions were completely obliterated in earlier battles. In order to wiggle through Russian land mines and breach other heavily guarded defenses, Ukraine has bolstered the additional units with battle-tested battalions. Troops in the regiments shortly rotated into frontline fighting units, once their entire units deployed as part of their weeks-long training. Ukrainian forces have pushed through Russian defenses along a stretch of the front and are now searching for more openings. Ukrainian brigades trained in the West start participating in the battle. A new unit's arrival could play a crucial role. However, Ukraine's counteroffensive has stalled in the early going. According to U.S. officials, they are fighting more successfully at night than their Russian opponents. They are employing anti-tank missiles to destroy Russian armor, using Bradley fighting vehicles of American manufacture. According to military experts, the effectiveness of Ukraine's eagerly anticipated counteroffensive to drive Russian forces from occupied territory will depend in part on how these foreign-trained troops operate over the coming months. Their performance will also show whether the hundreds of billions of dollars in weapons Ukraine has earned from its allied forces, which include $40 billion from the Biden administration, have been successful in upgrading the Ukrainian military to a fighting force that meets NATO standards. Additionally, they are using combined arms tactics, which they learn from American and other Western forces and involve coordinated attacks by infantry, armor, and artillery forces.